Hi there, I'm Michelle Barry Franco. I want to share with you today my favorite mantra. And it's a mantra that I say to myself right before I go out on stage. It's a mantra that I say to myself as I prepare my talks and practice. Anytime I get nervous, it is part of my anxiety reduction strategy to say this mantra to myself. And this mantra arose from a conversation I had with a friend of mine when I very first started teaching college. So I guess that was 18 or so years ago, the first time I went in to teach in a classroom. And I was saying, I am so nervous. Who am I to teach these people? Some of them are older than me. What do I know about this? Even though I was just finishing up a master's degree in the program and had been through a training program about teaching this particular class, I was just legitimately and understandably very nervous about it, right? And my friend said to me, the best thing you can do is get out of you and over with them. And I'll never forget this advice because even as I was hearing it and seeing the hand motion was even part of this advice giving. Even as I was hearing it, I could feel the relief in that way of thinking about it. Get out of you and over with them. And since then, I often will imagine myself literally transporting, often while I'm prepping, but sometimes even while I'm speaking, into a chair in the audience so that I can really soak myself in their perspective. So that advice that I got 18 years ago has translated into this mantra that I say to myself, which is, it's not about you, Michelle. It's about them and how you can serve them with your stories and expertise. So it's not about me. It's about them and how I can serve them. It's not about you. It's about them and how you can serve them with your expertise. So from this place, this perspective of it not being about them, there are also three, of course, things that will help you reinforce that and keep coming back to that way of thinking. Number one is, as usual, who are they? Always, always soak yourself in. Who are they? What are they really needing right now? What are they needing from you, given what you know? What is their heart really longing for? And the ideal audience exercise that I have in another video that you can find where I do the draw thinking will show you how to get deeply connected with them. So first, who are they? Get connected with them. Number two is help him or her feel less alone by sharing your own stories. Now, it's not about you, remember, so this is a nuance that we really need to understand when we tell our stories. We're not telling our stories for the glory of telling a story, even though that does rhyme. We're actually telling our stories in a way, a truthful way, but a way that serves her best. That means we choose details in our stories that we know will best resonate for her. We emphasize the feelings that we were having, that we were legitimately having, that she too will resonate with. That's how you make this about her. Okay, so yes, tell your own stories so she feels less alone, but tell them about her, with her in mind. And then third, tell other people's stories that again help reinforce that she's not alone, that you are here in service of her, that this is about her. So, and that it's not just about you and your story. So that's where you use client stories, especially if you want to attract clients. Then telling client stories is a way of saying, hey, look, I work with clients because those are those examples, right? But you can also tell stories about friends, colleagues, family members, any kind of stories that you think will hold up a mirror for her and help her feel less alone. That's one kind of story. Of course, there are lots of reasons to tell stories, but in this case, where we're really trying to keep ourselves focused on who is she, what does she need and want, and how do I make this all about her? Getting, number one, really connected with who she is and what she's needing from you. Number two, telling your story so she feels less alone in a way that resonates for her, that's really about her. And then third, telling stories of other people, again, to help her feel less alone and to give her hope and inspiration, right? That's what these stories can do too. But again, it's all about her. It's all about them. And isn't that so beautiful and peaceful? It's like the best news ever. It isn't about us. So we can just get up there and serve, right? All right. Thanks for being here this week. I'll see you next week.